Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Here's today's video. The beer is courtesy of Keith from 93 Lumber. Thanks so much, Keith. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys check him out. I will at him in the description box below. Great beer tuber, even better guy. So it's Saturday. On Saturdays I do Cellar Saturday. Drink something off the shelves behind me. Drink something that someone gave me. So this one is, I'm not cheating. I mean, it is aged, but I had this in the beer fridge and I'm like, I want this, and it is technically aged, so I'll do it. So it's Willet Bourbon Barrel-Aged Gonzo from Flying Dog. It's an Imperial Porter. I used to drink the regular Gonzo a fair amount back in the day. This is probably even before the channel. I don't remember if I've ever reviewed it on the channel. Limited Barrel Series coming at 11.3% ABV, and I was a little confused because it says Vintage 23A in that white rectangle there, but right above it it says for optimal freshness enjoyed by : and then they put the date there. So I'm like, oh, is this from 2023 or is this like 2022 and they're saying drink it within a year? But then on the front they have Roman numerals for 2023, so it's got to be the 2023. I'm filming this on the last day of 2024, so if this was bottled the last day of 2023, it's at least a year old, so it is Cellar Saturday appropriate. And you know what? I make the rules here, so we're doing it. I'm even using a stout glass for a porter. So, you know, I love the, not that this is what this beer is going to taste like at all, but man, I love the Willetized from Lagunitas, you know? So I'm really excited to see it in this beer. Super dark brown into light black. I hope that's coming across on camera the same way it is for me in person. What's that? About a half a finger mocha head. I won't even, maybe light mocha, but it doesn't really need much of a qualifier. Mocha head. Bubbles are sticking around pretty well. Yeah, some nice lacing. Not a ton of legs. I thought there'd be more legs. There's actually more lacing than legs. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Let's get to the aroma. I get a charry caramel chocolate e-ness to it all. Some of that oak and bourbon's coming through, but to me, yeah, it's like, seems like relatively charred oak. A little bit of that like dark fruit kind of a berry thing. But it has that earthiness. So what's the difference between a porter and a stout, you know? And this has one of the things that I think is different about a porter and a stout. And it has this little earthiness, almost like an earthy grape skinniness that I associate more with porters. But it does smell like they're really close, whatever. And that's a whole other topic. But like it is kicking out some things I think big porters kick out that big stouts don't kick out, and that's what I'm trying to get at right now. Also, it smells fantastic. Let's get into the glass. Cheers. Thanks again, Keith. Make sure you guys check them out. Cheers. That's awesome. There's a good level of roast in this beer. Not that I want to make this a comparison with Lagunitas Willetized. That one has coffee in it also. So that obviously has more of a coffee roastiness than this one. But this one does have some roastiness, which is super pleasant. The chocolate, like the aroma, it's not a dominant thing, but it's definitely there. There's this super earthy, okay. This has wood two ways. This has the Bourbon barrel-aged, the Willet barrel-aged for sure. And it has that like mulchy, earthy woodiness I get quite often with beers like this. And it has both, and it's awesome. That caramel again, the aroma is lesser in the taste than I thought it would be based on the aroma. Although, yeah, I don't know, this roast is very pleasant. Yeah, that char, it's not quite smoky. but it's on the path to that, which makes sense. It's burnt, but in a pleasant way. A bit like a burnt coffee thing. Not that it's that roasty. Good level of sweetness. This is really nice. The body and like mouthfeel and stuff is fine. Like it's good, you know, it's fine. For 11.3%, something that's a porter, I do think thinner than a stout at that ABV. And this is, so like I think it's style specific, but I do prefer stouts to something like this. But flavor wise, no complaints from me. Like I only like the flavors of this. And like it's harmonious. There's still big impact. There's like the subtle nuance stuff that's more fun to explore than like, you know, what's like super obvious and in your face. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, Keith, again, man, really appreciate it. Thank you. You guys had one before? Have you had it fresh, aged? What's the longest you've aged it? What are you drinking today? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.